To understand the real secret of turning the universe in your favor, a person must first realize that they possess a magnetic power that operates solely through their thoughts, emotions, belief, tone, prayers, intentions, and inner visualization. Florence Scovel Shinn teaches that until a person becomes clear about the inner picture of what they wish to see in their life, the universe around them remains scattered, their intentions remain unfocused, and events unfold in disorder. But the moment a person pauses and decides that from now on I am the owner of my world, my reality, my destiny, and my vibration, the universe slowly begins to lean toward them. Paths begin to shift in their favor, and the doors that had remained shut for years suddenly open as if they were waiting only for this one person. According to Florence Scovel Shinn, everything in this world is created twice, first inside and then outside. And until the inner picture becomes clear, nothing on the outside can become clear. But the moment the inner landscape changes, the outer world begins to transform itself. This is the moment when a person finally understands that true destiny is not outside, but within. True power is not around them, but in their consciousness and subconscious mind. And the real doors are not on worldly stages, but in their tongue, their command, their decree, and their vibration. That is why Florence Scovel Shinn says, life is a game of spoken word, meaning life is shaped by the words you speak. Every word is an arrow, either toward abundance or blockages, either toward success or failure, either toward light or darkness. A person who understands this game never says, my luck is bad, my situation is heavy, or my finances are weak, because they know these are not just words, but vibrations, frequencies, commands, and codes that activate universal laws. The moment these words are spoken, they travel into the ether, into space, into unseen realms, and immediately begin shaping a place for themselves. They pull events, attract people, bring opportunities closer, and begin rearranging the board of life with unseen hands. But the entire process is driven by one thing: belief, pure belief, unshakable conviction. And it is this power that transforms ordinary people into extraordinary ones, turns the poor into prosperous, and fills the empty-handed with endless abundance. Florence Scovel Shinn calls this the power of the divine mind, a mental force that commands the entire universe, and the universe always obeys the one whose belief is firm, intention is pure, and vibration is steady. When a person decides that they will now live according to the divine law, they discover for the first time that wishing is not enough, praying is not enough, wanting is not enough, visualizing is not enough. The real transformation comes only when desire is joined with command, prayer is joined with belief, visualization is joined with declaration, and intention is joined with consistency. At that moment, a person aligns their inner frequency exactly with the reality they wish to bring into their life, whether it is wealth, abundance, love, peace, health, success, or a new beginning, because everything exists first as a frequency. It is energy before it becomes matter, vibration before it becomes manifestation. When a person understands that the images they create in their mind are actually blueprints, cosmic orders, and divine scripts, they stop creating negative images, stop imagining fears, stop thinking in terms of lack. They realize that fear is also a command, doubt is also a command, lack is also a command. And the universe fulfills these commands with the same precision with which it fulfills positive commands. That is why when a person lives in fear, they attract fear. When they live in doubt, their results reflect doubt. And when they see themselves as unworthy, unworthiness becomes their reality. Florence Scovel Shinn says, nothing can resist a spiritual man who commands his reality, meaning nothing in creation can block the path of a person who commands their reality, shapes their direction, and sends their message to the universe through the power of their words. This is the true secret. The secret of turning the universe toward yourself. This secret is not locked in any book, philosophy, or complex practice. It is placed within the human being, within their heart, their intuition, their belief, and their vibration. When that vibration becomes clear, When the heart becomes transparent, when the intention becomes crystal, an energy rises within the person that spreads across the universe. Angels, energy grids, cosmic currents, and unseen helpers begin arranging circumstances according to that person's desires. The path that once appeared broken or blocked suddenly becomes straight, open, smooth, and illuminated. The real problem is not that people do not receive what they want. The real problem is that they do not see themselves as worthy of receiving. Their inner self-worth is weakened. They tell themselves, maybe I am not capable. My time is bad. I won't get it. I am unlucky. And Florence Scovel Shinn says these words are the deadliest poison because they create inner rejection. When a person closes the door on themselves, the universe also stops opening doors. Therefore, the first step is to convince yourself that I am worthy. My prayer is worthy of being heard. My intention is noble, my soul is pure, and I am the rightful heir to the divine paths of abundance, love, peace, and prosperity. The moment they adopt this new standard, a new wave rises within them. A new light awakens. A new force emerges. That force pushes them toward decisions they never imagined before, gives them the courage to take steps they once feared, and creates a movement that changes the entire pattern of their life. Florence Scovel Shinn also teaches that no matter how intelligent, educated, or experienced a person is, if they do not understand divine law, they do not understand the real rules of the game. This world runs on spiritual laws, and the first of these laws is the law of non-resistance. Stop fighting. Stop resisting. Flow with life, and doors will open. When a person becomes trapped in ego, stubbornness, or control, they disconnect from divine flow, and life becomes heavy, stuck, difficult, and tangled. But the moment they surrender, let go, trust, and flow, their life fills with movement, expansion, and opportunities that arrive like rainfall. Abundance begins to find its own way to them. When a person commands their reality according to universal law, their words are no longer mere words. They become creative energy, divine decrees. Their spoken statements begin shaping pathways for them. When they say, everything is becoming easier for me, events start to realign. When they say, abundance is flowing toward me, abundance pathways open. When they say, I am entering my best reality, the doors of that reality open within them. None of this is magic. It is the law of vibration, the law of attraction, the law of command. The secret to turning the universe toward you is simply this: align your inner vibration with the reality you seek to manifest. This is the secret. This is the law. This is the core of Florence Scovel Shinn's teaching. Whoever understands it receives from life exactly what they desire.